protest. This is voting day. You know, all you stupid ass niggas that go out there and vote, you're a fucking idiot, man.
Right, if you still vote, you're a goddamn clown. You still believing in obesity and American voting system, you're a clown.
Even Romney, I mean, it don't fucking matter.
Right.
You playing hungry hippo, it don't matter if you got the green hippo, the red hippo, the yellow motherfucking hippo.
Right.
It's still all part of the same board game. You know, you can have the Monopoly shoe, the ship, nigga, you know.
The dog.
Yeah, fucking the goddamn dog, the Scottish Terrier, you know, it don't matter. You still playing the same goddamn game.
Right.
Different pieces. Don't matter. And Obesity's gonna win. Why? Because he still got that end game. You know, he's gonna activate that shit as soon as he get in. You know, that's gonna happen. That's very real. You don't believe it, do your research. That's all. You know?
This is just a quick precept on that. We brought this out ever since Curious George got in the office to stupid ass niggas out there. That Obama is not your people, is not of your brethren. So therefore, and basically you never had an inheritance in this place called America, which is Babylon the Great in the first damn place. So you have no business even voting in the first place. This is Deuteronomy chapter 17, starting at 15. Thou shalt in any wise set, I'll start at 14, so actually. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose, one from among thy brethren. So he has to be an Israelite. Shalt thou set a king over thee, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. And that's another thing. Plus, we're not even set back in our own land yet.
Right. We're not even a nation yet right now. We're still building our nation. And Obama is not of our nation. He is not a king to our people. I mean, this faggot right here put you so-called black people on the same level as faggots. Faggots is an abomination to the Heavenly Father.
And they have no right but to be put to death.
Exactly.
Wait, and the reason he did that, I mean, no, faggots actually got more rights than we do.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, what
They
the
get
fuck?
married, they get jobs better, they get
Yeah.
everything.
You get your ass whooped, they're just gonna be like, hey, you got your ass fucked up, we're gonna look for the guy. You whoop a faggot, that's a hate crime.
They searching for your ass now.
Yeah, with the motherfucking vendetta. And that bitch ass nigga up there, he's a faggot. Romney's a faggot.
Yeah, all of them is faggots.
Right.
And this is another precept on the name, you know, 'cause there is only one name. There's only one name the Lord goes by. I just wanted to bring this up. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 9. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth, and that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one. One name. You know, 'cause everybody know about Nate Snake and with the 1,000 names. You can call him anything. What somebody said, you can call him yo plate of yogurt. What the fuck?
You gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. The Lord gonna yo play you.
Yep. You gonna look like some yoga when he finishes your funny ass, cause you got jokes and jokes and jokes, motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's
got
cool.
jokes about this shit, man. I mean, you brothers out there, a lot of people underestimate the seriousness of this. Like, you know, we learning to be a nation and learning to govern ourselves as well as learning to govern our people, which is, well, by dictionary, I'm gonna get the dictionary. If y'all got any scriptures, go ahead and bring it out, but I'm gonna get the dictionary definition of govern.
Alright, so this is to you wicked niggas that want to pretty much make light of this truth. This is Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So while you niggas want to scoff out there, you keep that in mind.
So this is also going back to the name. We entering his name, it's everything. It's Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
other name. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Do your research.
Right. Do your research, do your studying. I mean, we beyond the point of just plainly telling you. I mean, actually, that's what we do. We plainly tell you. But you still got to study yourself. What is it? Second Timothy 2:15. You know. This is the meaning of government in the Webster Dictionary of the English Language. It's printed in something like 1980 something like that. But it's an older dictionary, 1980 or 1970, whichever one. Government, a governing, nationwide rule, authoritative control. That's what government is. Right? Rule, control. You know.
Take over.
And if you, matter of fact, I also want to get the dictionary meaning of judgment, because that's basically the whole topic. If you're going to rule, you have to have some type of rule of law, some type of judgment. So, you get the dictionary definition of judgment. If y'all got any scriptures, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'll try to bring out that Matthew 7th chapter.
Hold that before you read that.
Yeah, no, I want you to read Matthew the 7th chapter before I even find it.
Okay. This is Matthew 7:1. Judge not that you be not judged. Now, a lot of churches like to use this scripture as a saying, you shouldn't judge. But without judgment and without sound judgment, what do you have? Chaos. What do you have? Wickedness. What do you have in the church? A bunch of hypocrites.
A bunch of women teaching men.
All right.
Deceivers, liars.
For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured unto you. How are we judged? By the scriptures. So therefore, we judge by the scriptures, and that's what we're going to be judged and give an account thereto. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye?
That's why the scriptures say, examine yourself.
Right. Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Alright. So pretty much, I mean, if you spiritually able to judge all things, and Yahushua is dealing with you, pretty much you're able to exercise sound judgment. You know?
What verse did you stop at?
Verse 5.
This is judgment in the dictionary. The process of judging in law. The pronouncement of a decision. A legal decision or sentence. An opinion. Which a judgment is also an opinion too. The ability, and this is the more important one, the ability to weigh matters prudently. That's what judgment is. The ability to weigh matters prudently. The process of judging in law. So that scripture said, "Judge not, lest ye be judged by the meat that ye judge." What meat are we using to judge? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, because this is the rule of law. This is the correct rule of law.
I like that too, meat, because you got to chew this before you can swallow it. You got to cook it, chew it before you can swallow it. You can't just eat it.
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 1, starting at 16. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. You shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is the Most High's, and the cause that is too hard for thee, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. All right. Also, yeah, in order, also that's another thing as far as being a respecter of persons. Because when you are a respecter of persons, guess what? You will find yourself allowing wickedness. And you will pretty much end up,
How you doing?
So that's how y'all feel about Obama?
Yeah. And Ronnie. Both of them.
All the
Both of
parties, Green Party, Red Party, Blue Party.
Every politics, period. Government, it's government, all of that. Fuck 'em. That's how it is. That's how the Most High feel. That's not really just how we feel. That's how the Lord feel.
Right. Get back on subject. This is Isaiah 11, starting at 2. But this is a prophecy about Yahweh Shai, but it also applies to us elect, anybody of the elect in 1/3. Actually, all of Israel. Isaiah 11 and 2. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And he shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove the equity for the meat of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Now, that's a prophecy about Yahweh Shai. But that's also how we supposed to judge. No, we don't supposed to judge with our emotions, with the hearing of our ears and the sight of our eyes, basically how we feel. No, we judge with righteousness and the fear of the Lord. We go to this when we judge. That's in righteousness.
This is Proverbs 24 and 23. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. He that saith unto the wicked, Thou art righteous, him shall the people curse, nation shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them.
That's right. And that good blessing is going to come upon, the GMS camp, starting with Elder Tahar all the way down to the lowest man. Why? Because we are rebuking this nation. We're rebuking the so-called white man for all his lies and all the crimes that he's doing. And the Lord is going to bless us for that. Not with currency. I mean, because some niggas get hung up on this money thing. No, Esau's way of governing is about to be out. The way of governing, the righteous way of governing is coming back in. Yahweh Shai.
That's another point. You niggas that fell off, y'all fell off in righteous judgment because what? Y'all let Esau pay off with a few Federal Reserve notes?
Right.
Shit that's going to be worthless in the end?
Private fighters.
Alright, so, your treasures was here on this earth, and therefore, you can pass along with the rest of it right along with them. That's what's going to be your judgment.
Ain't none of this secret, man. This is all right here, right in front of you. These judges that's held in contempt, you gotta drive this on your spirit, and this is what you're supposed to do. This is Mark 4 starting at 22.
What is it?
Mark 4 starting at 22. For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifest, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And he said unto them, Take heed what ye hear, or what you hear. With what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you. And unto you that hear shall more be given. You receive more understanding.
So therefore, you have to, you're accountable now for what you hear and what it's going to be measured back to you now. So therefore, you got to go according to it.
We start at 1, like Elder Tahar would say.
Basically, you don't come into this truth to be the same nigga that you was out in the world.
It's impossible. You can't, because you're not going to move forward. If you receive more, I don't care, like, the elders are saying, you know that one scripture, go out and teach that one scripture and continue studying. And more understanding is going to come onto you. And you're going to receive more knowledge in the end.
Oh yeah, this is just kind of going back to, sellouts. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and and a gift destroyeth the heart. So, I mean, we already know I'm praying that every brother that's affiliated with GMS would never take a bag of money to fall off on the truth. We on to this till death.
Man, it'll be a lot of money too, because this money is going. They know it's gonna be destroyed. They know, these niggas' eyes get big and shit.
So they're just gonna
Man,
hand
shit
it out
red. Yep. Oh, shit, man. This
by the
nigga
millions.
$30 million. That ain't nothing, bro. 30 million pieces of paper wipe your ass and burn and keep going.
This is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. He said, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. This goes back to the Lord is not dealing with all of you. Only the ones that have ears to let it to hear. Which ones have ears to hear? The elect. They're the only ones that the Lord is dealing with. The Lord is dealing with everybody right now. I mean, eventually all of Israel, but not right now.
You gotta deal with that remedy first.
Right. And that remnant has to learn righteous judgment. That's it. How do you learn the righteous judgment? In the law, statutes, and the commandments. But there's even more to it than that. There's also learning mercy against this judgment. The scriptures say mercy rejoice against judgment. And that's mercy for the elect. That's what the elect is going to have, is that mercy. But yes, we all fucked up. But guess what? The Lord gonna have mercy on the elect, and He's gonna deliver the elect. The elect in the 1/3 or something.
This is also going to that elect. It started, of course, with Moses. You know what I'm saying? And when he received that orders from his father-in-law, he pretty much gave him some wise words to go on. Because one man's not going to be able to do this alone. So it's enough stress in this truth. Even though we have rest, it's enough stress in this truth dealing with these wicked ass niggas and this stupid bullshit, man. This is Exodus 18 and 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covenants, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s, and let them judge the people at all seasons. I mean, we coming out here prophesying, as you see the brothers of GMS, we out here all seasons. We don't care how cold it is, rain and snow and all that extra shit, you heard me? We out here. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
That's the structure of government right there. You have some set over for 10s, 50s, 100s, thousands to deal with matters according to the scriptures.
That's right. That's of course how long you've been in this church and how much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you have as well. Because like you said, it started elder to heart and it goes on down to the least brother.
This is another quick truth. Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 7. Yea, the stork in heaven knoweth her appointed times. The turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Lord. And that goes to all you Jakes. The people on this side, y'all don't know the Lord. Y'all go to church and act like that, going in there singing to the other white meat.
They're chanting.
Yeah, chanting to the other white meat that's gonna save you.
And you're being manipulated.
You don't know the Heavenly Father. I mean, if you go to these churches, the Lord is a man of war. Oh, I ain't never read that. I ain't never heard that before. The Lord is only for the children of Israel. No, He loves everybody. Well, he clearly says He don't love Edomites. You don't love so-called white people. So you don't know the Lord. We might be telling you about the Lord, but you don't know Him. You don't know sound judgment. You don't know proper judgment. So,
They're recording. They're recording. Come back.
oh yeah.
What was you just saying? What was that?
Cut it out.
Jeremiah 8 and
7.
7. Okay. 8 and 7. A lot of people don't know proper judgment. I mean, Esau got our people messed up with all these different philosophies, talking about you can't judge. What? They're judging you every day.
That's stupid.
The white person that's walking, the so-called white man walking down the street is judging. Like, you fucking nigga, you're not good for anything, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Your mind enters into judgment once you see a person. But you're not supposed to judge out in sight. You're supposed to judge in spirit. You know, but our people have no clue how to judge. That's why our people is so fucked up right now.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Yeah, it's not enough just to know this Bible. You have to understand it. You have to stand under it. You know?
You can't overstand it.
Right. Understand it, do the laws, statutes, the commandments to the best of your ability. So you can begin to know how it is or how it's supposed to be. Unless you judge yourself, you can't judge anybody else. Got more.
I'll bring out that precept. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 31. For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
That's right. That's in a nutshell. I mean, the scriptures already got all the judgments in it. All we got to do is follow it. And understand, you know, like this for the elect, understand, we are building a nation here. A nation of kings and priests. This is our nation. We're learning to be lawgivers. You know, this ain't no religious thing. We're learning to be lawgivers. We're rebuilding our nation under Yahushua. You know, well, the Heavenly Father is building us up to rebuild our nation under Yahushua. So that's what's going on.
I said,
It's
cut it
not
out.
no next new thing here. For all you niggas that watch the video and want to scoff and all that other shit, thinking that this is the next new thing and you want to get down with it because people like it and shit. No, this ain't the next new thing. This is serious business right here.
Stop it now.
It's about to get real serious with Esau starting his martial law. Yeah, that's on.
This is Ephesians 5 and starting at 8.11. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord, walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Right. So that's pretty much our job in this truth. Like, walk according to the truth, walk according to the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and pretty much have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Right, non-fruitful works of darkness is everything that's done in this world. Supporting faggotism, freakism, lesbianism, that's unfruitful works of darkness.
Voting,
yes. Voting is an unfruitful work of darkness. Setting other nations
Counting ballots
above.
one by one. What do you think they're doing?
Right.
you also assimilate
Justifying the so-called white man
Right.
with Esau in the Bible,
Right.
saying that the most that he could be saved. That's an unfruitful work of darkness.
That's
shit.
Or would you want to still say somebody that killed you and slaved you and sold you and traded you and so on and fucked your kids and your
Not
daughter?
just that, they even broke all the laws in the scriptures.
Yeah.
What, thou shalt not remove the landmarks of a people? Did they remove all our landmarks? They went farther than trying to remove the landmarks.
And put them in
They tried to steal a
museums.
whole identity.
Taking styles and
Yeah, taking a heritage completely.
Right.
Martial arts, who you think she is that? Man, come on. That's why 1 Corinthians 13 and 6, rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Bearing all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. So, wait, these cats is always rejoicing in iniquity because guess what? What do they do when a motherfucking president win, the one that they voted for? They celebrate. They have a fucking party. You know, women get smashed and cats get drunk. You know what I'm saying? All kind of iniquity that's happening. You know, and then guess what? When you wake up in the morning, see that who won, you find out later on in that month or in a couple months, he ain't did shit that he said he was going to do. And this ain't something that just started. It's always been like that. And guess what? You get a president that does stuff that he's supposed to do. What they do, they kill his ass, man.
Right.
So these crackers know what they trying to know need to be done. Hell, who knows? John F. Kennedy somehow could have probably been a Jake. Who the fuck knows? There's a big confusion in the faces going on. He actually tried to do something right. Got his head blew the fuck off. You heard me?
That's to anybody that goes against the elites. But we already know that a Jake is not going to excel in Esau's power structure to make it to doing anything for our people.
Right.
And shit. And as to those that think, you know, even John Hanson was a Jake. He was the first president of the United States.
It's even goes deeper than that. Because you people of this world practice unrighteous judgments every day. What just passed? Halloween. Everybody know that's a pagan holiday, worshiping the dead. But guess what? You people will dress up your kids as little demons or what
witches,
you know, you
bulls,
dress yourselves up. You go to church dressed up as a little gargoyle or whatever, all types of demonic spirits, and you celebrate it. You go out, get some candy and shit. Talking about it's for the kids. If it's for the kids, shouldn't the truth be for the kids? If you want your kids to live, then you wouldn't celebrate that. So in other words, you hate your kids.
and go up in churches with their temples made with hands.
Right, you celebrate these wicked ass holidays, talking about it's for the kids to their deaths. But if you want your kids to live, you wouldn't celebrate those things because you wouldn't want to do the things that makes the Lord angry.
Christmas.
Right,
That's coming up. Thanksgiving.
Right,
That's like,
all that's coming up. But you know, we'll bring out the truth to these people, and guess what you'll do? Oh, Thanksgiving is just for the kids. Oh, Christmas is for the kids. So you want your kids to die? So be it. That's what the Lord's gonna do to them. You know.
This is Jeremiah 10, starting at 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. I mean, what's we're learning the ways of the heathen? I mean, pretty much when you celebrating all of these holidays, you worshiping pagan gods. Because that's what all of these holidays go back to. All they did was put fancy titles on them like Christmas to make you think that it was who you call Jesus Christ's birthday.
And it actually has a wicked origin.
That's
true. That's a wicked ass origin.
Easter.
Every one of these
Easter.
months. Come on.
Look at Easter.
That's the worship of the fertility gods.
Right. And all I used to do was have orgies.
Even Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was them celebrating them conquering the natives, which is our brethren. You know, they celebrated killing them. Yet you go to say Thanksgiving eating a turkey, not knowing what this wicked holiday is all about. And when you told what it's about, then it's for the kids. Oh, it ain't nothing wrong with celebrating this. You're celebrating the death of your own people, but it ain't nothing wrong with it. You might as well
complete ignorance.
Right. You might as well be celebrating the death of as a matter of fact.
Why? Because they don't do no research. They don't examine facts.
Right.
They just do shit on a whim because it's what everybody else is doing.
Right. You might as
what
well
they
celebrate.
call it the hypothesis.
Right. You might as well celebrate all of them. You celebrate slavery. You celebrate when our people lost our inheritance. You know, you celebrate the anger that the Lord put upon our people. But that's why 2/3 of Israel must die. Because they ain't going to get it right. They ain't going to learn proper judgment.
Why you think they have to walk in the desert for that for how many years? 40?
For 40 years.
So you walking the 40 years in the desert because he had to get rid of these silly ass niggas, man.
Yeah.
He had to give way to a new generation that was going to do his law, statutes, and